Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the We Podcast. It's your boy LSG and Joe. Welcome back. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for liking all our videos, subscribing and commenting. Again, if you find value in the content that we put out, we appreciate you guys. So real quick, Joe, how you been, man? How's your week been? Happy successful Sunday to yourself, of course, and your family as well. But how you been, man? How's your week been?
Yeah, man. Thank you so much. Man, I've been blessed. I'm super grateful and I'm super excited on what we're doing today, man. But how are you doing?
Blessed beyond measure, fam. You know how we do. But like you said, I'm more excited about what we have going on today. It's been a successful week, but it's a more successful day today. Like I said, we got something special for you guys. We got a beast in the building. An animal, right? Special guest, as we said in the previous videos, we'll be introducing guests from now and going into the future as well. So real quick, let me introduce this dude. He's like I said, he's a beast, man. He's motivated, he's dedicated.
He's a personal trainer. He's a co-owner of Thabiso International.
He's an investor and entrepreneur.
He's all the way from South Africa, and he's super humble.
And he's actually a personal friend of ours. He's a beast, like I said. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause, virtual round of applause for your boy, Tabs Johnson. Like Joe said, coming straight out of South Africa.
Happening, family, what's happening? Great rising grand rising to all. It's a pleasure to be here. Thanks for the shout out. I mean, I don't deserve all of that, but yeah, it's good to hear that, man. How are we feeling today, though, man?
Great.
How's everyone feeling? Beautiful thing, man. Thank you for having me here.
Yeah, man. We're super excited and we're super grateful, Tabs, for you to even be coming on. We respect you and we respect your time. So let's kick this thing off. Are you ready?
Yes, sir. Ready when you are.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Cool. So just tell the people a little bit more about yourself. Like you're all the way from South Africa. How has your journey been from South Africa to Florida?
Man, where do I start? Well, first of all, my name is Thabiso. I go by the name of Taz. My name is Thabiso, which means happiness. I'm all the way from South Africa. I'm a village boy. Grew up in the village, moved to the township, and found my way here to America. But the journey so far has been great, very challenging. It has unleashed a certain type of beast within me, something that I didn't know existed. But yeah, it's been great. It's been a great experience. I've met a lot of great people like you, my boy Les, it's been an amazing journey, man. I can't complain. Can't complain at all. Good or bad, I'll take it all. Yeah, man.
Hi, man. Yeah, bro. So, but Tabs, you're obviously a beast. For those people that don't know, Tabs, like Joe said, is a personal trainer. I mean, he's got a lot going on. He's involved in so many different things at the same time. So you obviously, you obviously prioritize your time well, and you use your time productively. You don't waste time. So and to perform at a high level, you need to do certain things and you need to cut certain things out as well. So it's true. Like, especially now, like obviously we know that the current climate and the current crisis that's happening globally. What are you doing to cope? What are you doing on a daily basis to make sure that Tabs Johnson is okay and Tabs Johnson is thriving, not just surviving, he's actually thriving. So what are you doing on a daily basis?
Yeah, man. So what I have is called a rising routine. Okay, so my rising routine consists of gym, meditation, doing some personal development and visualization, but I wake up early in the morning, 5:30, I'm up, 6 a.m. I'm in the gym, out at 8, I'm back at home meditating or doing just visualizing and stuff like that, planning for the future. I eat. After that, I'm into work, you understand? So that's how I plan my time. At 9, I start investing, 9 to 10 a.m. in the morning. I start investing. Once I'm done with that, I start hitting the streets, hitting the road, you know, just going to whatever I can do, you know, pick up items to put on my online store. I have an online store as well. So I go pick up products for that. You know, I set up as I said, I have a company. We sell CMOS, Irish CMOS. So I have products like that to ship out to customers as well. So, you know, I get myself occupied throughout the day. And then at 4 p.m., I'm back in the gym. Excuse me, I'm back in the gym again at 4 p.m. So I go to the gym twice a day. Reason why I did that is because throughout the 4 months of COVID, the gyms were closed down. So in order for me to get back to the body that I was in 4 months ago, I had to put in 2 months in 1 month. You understand? So I put in twice the amount of work that I put in 4 months ago. So I started going 2 times to the gym every day to put 2 months in 1 month. So now it's been 2 months back in the gym. I'm 4 months in. So the 4 months I lost from working out, I've made it back in 2 months. Yeah. So yeah, so that's what I do. I mean, I was training some people as well. And yeah, I mean, your body is the temple of the Lord, right? So for a lot of Christians out there, you know, they believe in going to church and stuff like that, but you are the temple of the Lord already. You know what I mean? You don't have to, you know, go to church and stuff like that. Yes, I understand that the concept of going to church for the right energies, because all the energies are there who have the same, you know, energy as you. But you need to take care of your body as well. You know, hit the gym, you know, eat healthy, eat right, because God dwells within you, right? So in order for God to dwell there, he needs to come into a clean place, right? He needs to come to a clean temple. So you need to treat your body likewise, you know. You need to exercise, eat healthy, you know, so that when he comes into a very, very cleansed place, you understand? So like for me, gym is not just about, you know, how people view you on the outside, how you look, or you look great and stuff like that, you understand? But eating healthy is the good part, you know, making sure that you don't use substances that will kill you on the inside, because there's a lot of people who look good on the outside but bad on the inside. Their livers are messed up, you know, their lungs are messed up, kidneys are messed up, you know, but because they're not clean on the inside. They don't eat clean, they use drugs and stuff like that instead of using natural stuff, you understand? So I just wanted to touch on that as well. So people know that, okay, it's not about you looking sexy or you looking hot or whatever the case may be. There's more to it than what meets the eye, you understand? If you're a true believer of God, then you understand that he is a pure spirit. He needs to come in a pure place, you understand? So I wanted to touch on that as well. And I also wanted to touch on like our ability to create, you know, on that piece where Les was talking about, like, what can people do when they're at home and stuff like that. You need to understand that you are created in God's image. So that alone makes you, I'm not to say you are God, but it makes you a God. It makes you, you know, able to create as well, create your life, create your destiny, because you are made in the Creator's image, you know. That's what the Bible says, you know, and you need to, you know, get to the point whereby you create with your mouth, speak things to existence, manifesting, you know. When God created the world, he said, let there be, you know, water, let there be life, you know. He instructed that, he spoke it to life, let there be life. You know, he didn't say, okay, I'm going to take this pen right now and create life. No, he didn't do that. You know, he spoke it to existence. He said, let there be, and it became, you know. So, like, also learn to speak things to life, learn to speak things to existence, because you have the power to create your own life. You just don't know it yet because you haven't tapped in and understood who you are. You know, you are the I am, you know. I am means God. So you are that I am as well. Anything after I am becomes, you know. So I am a leader, you become a leader. I am a father, you know. I am a professional. I am a master, investor. I am love. I am happiness. I am whatever comes to after I am becomes. So no, you have to create things the same way that your father, your God created you. Understand? Because you are made in his image. You have the same DNA as that he has, right? You possess the same DNA. You just have to dig deep and find it and then utilize it and speak your life to existence. If you're going to sit back and say, man, I'm broke, you're going to be broke. The term broke alone means broken, shattered to pieces, like broken. You're going to be broken. It's a bad word. We need to be careful how we utilize words, because the same words we utilize come back and bite us, because we don't understand the power of the words, the power of creation. If you're going to sit here and say, I'm tired, best believe you're going to be tired.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to sit here, man, I feel like going to the toilet. You're going to start wanting to go to the toilet. I think I'm hungry. You're going to be hungry. It's everything. But as I said earlier on, you need to be conscious and be present. Because if you're not present, you will never realize these things. But they happen all the time. You see a toilet seat, you think about going to take a dump. You see a bottle of water, you think of drinking water. You are creating those things, you understand, but you're just not aware of it. So awareness is very important. Present is very important. Being conscious is very important. But above all, believe in your I am, because you are the creator of your own life, the creator of your own destiny. People die without knowing their purpose because they were unconscious their whole life. That's a hard fact, but it's true. You don't meet your goals because you are unconscious your whole life, and you don't know who you are. If you don't know who you are, how can you create what you want? You understand what I'm saying? You need to know who you are in order to know where you're going. You need to speak things to life. Like if you're gonna, as I said earlier on, it's always 70% chances of having a negative outcome happen when you speak it to life than a positive outcome. But you don't realize that. But everything bad that you say, it comes to life. And you're just like, oh man, I'm just bad luck. But you're the one creating it. Like once you come to terms that you are powerful and you are more than what meets the eye, you are an infinite expression of your consciousness, you'll understand that you have the power to create whatever you want. It may take time, but it's gonna come, because everything that positive takes time because it's quality, but everything that's negative comes by fast because it's quantity. So the power to create, I am. So like, I am the greatest, man to ever walk the earth. You'll be the greatest man to ever walk the earth. Understand? I am. Just make sure that you create your life, speak it to life. So that's what I wanted to share, like make sure that you are in touch with your creative side, your third brain, like open the brain up, be creative, because you are made in God's image. Take care of your body because God dwells there. And when you are ready to create, dive deep within and talk to God. He dwells there, and he will make your life what you want it to be. There's people who believe in the universe and God. Either way, you're believing in the same thing. That's what I believe. Either way, God, the universe, the same thing. Because whatever you put out in the universe comes back to you. Whatever you ask God, it comes back to you. Same thing. So it's whatever you want to believe, but just always dive deep within yourself and understand who you are. And everything that you say after I am shall become. So I believe as a human, you have to have more than one stream of income. Anything from 2 and up, even 2 is cutting it low, but like 4 and up, you have to have 4 streams of income, because as it has been proven right now that anything can happen at any time, and it can just take your world up and break it apart. So we've seen that happen. So I strive to do that. I strive to have a lot of streams of income. I strive to put in a lot of work, never stay, never be content. you know, always striving to do more, you know. So yeah, I have to stay hungry. That's what keeps me going. I'm hungry.
Hey man,
Yeah,
bro.
man.
What else you got going? What is that you're wearing there?
Man, this is a Favelo classic sweatshirt, man. Favelo. Favelo is my baby, man. The first company I was ever involved with. And so far, we have done crazy things. There's a lot of work in the pipelines. But thus far, we have tried and successfully we were able to get into the American market. We are in 48 stores in America. Well, that was last year. That happened last year. That happened last year. So we partnered up with Zoomies. Zoomies is a retail store, a big retail chain in America. So we partnered up with them. We started selling our merch with them. So yeah, man, Favelo International is my baby. I rock it all the time when I can. People even get mad, you know, like, shit, you're wearing the same thing. But they, you know, this is it, man. Favelo is a streetwear brand from South Africa. You know, it was formed in the ghetto of Hillbrow. If you guys are familiar with Hillbrow, Hillbrow is a hood, a ghetto, so to speak. Hillbrow is like the favelas, if you know the favelas of Brazil, you know. So Favelo was inspired by the favelas as well, you know. So yeah, man, that's where Favelo comes from, you know. And it has been quite a journey, man. It has been quite a journey with Favelo. It has shown us a whole lot about business. You know, as I said, it was the first company I was involved in. So it has shaped me and actually taught me a lot moving forward with all the other, you know, companies that I'm involved with right now. You know, so yeah, man, this is the big piece in the puzzle.
Wow, man, that's awesome. Damn. I always knew about the Favelo International, but I never knew where and how it was founded. But that story, wow, man. That's why you guys are always giving it your all in it. You know,
yeah,
you guys
man.
don't stop. That's where the hunger comes from deep
Yeah,
down.
man.
You can catch Nasty C rocking Favelo now. See, Nasty C is rocking Favelo, and he signed to Def Jam now.
Yeah, shout out to Nasty C, man. Yes, it's Nasty C. He's signed to Def Jam America, I think. Yeah. There's two Def Jams. There's one US and there's one Africa, but I think he signed to the US Def Jam. Wow. But yeah, shout out to Nasty, man. He held us down. He's been rocking Favela as well. I mean, the list can go on and on, man. There's a lot of Boiti, if you know Boiti. She's a rapper, presenter. Shout out to her too. You know, she held us down. Younger Chief, if you know Younger Chief, you know, he's a rapper as well back home. Shout out to him. You know, he held us down as well. I mean, I'm sorry for the other people that I didn't mention, but the list goes on and on and on, man. You know, people have been out showing us love, you know, supporting each other. That's what it's about, you know. We support their music, they support our brand, and it's a beautiful thing to see the culture come together in that form, you know. So yeah, man, I hope and pray that energy continues to, you know, to go on in the future with all the other brands as well, you know, whether be it b-boying, whether be it music, whether be it art, graffiti, whatever the case may be, you know. I think we should unify and unite the culture, you know, moving forward. So yeah, man, shout out to everyone involved, man. Shout out to you guys as well, man.
Thanks, man.
Shout out to Favelo.
Yeah. For sure, man. Definitely, man. Wow. Super inspirational. Now, I mean, like you guys as well, LSG and I, we're always priding ourselves to keep on inspiring and keep on motivating people just each and every day. You know, we're always putting ourselves out there and just doing it. So for yourself, so fast forward 50 years from now, what is it that you want to leave the world, and how would you make it a better place?
Okay, so 50 years from now, I mean, 50 years is a long time. The 5-year plan is to, go back to South Africa, and build schools,
Okay.
Growing up, I went to a school that was not in a good shape for any student to partake in. We had no windows, the ceiling was leaking, we didn't even have the desk to sit on, you understand? Never mind the study material, it was hard to come up, to get. So I would like to make sure that I build schools throughout Africa. In the next 5 years, I'll be partnering up with my dear friend, close brother of mine. His name is Khomotso KG. Shout out Khomotso. He just recently, I think it was last year, so that can't be really recent. He did a trip from Cape to Cairo, traveling through Africa. So that was a beautiful thing. And what we want to do is to build schools throughout Africa using recycled goods, trying to get rid of plastic and put it to something to use, something useful. Anything that's recycled, that we can recycle it. We're trying to build recycled schools, if that even makes sense. But yeah, that's a whole plan. And he himself had the same journey as me, so we came together and decided that, okay, this is what we're going to do, So 50 years is probably going to be 10 times that, but the next 5 years, that's where I want to start at. We also want to offer transportation to those schools as well, you understand? Because in my case as well, growing up, I had to wake up 5 a.m. in the morning to get ready for school when everyone else was sleeping. And I came back at 5 to 6 when everyone else was coming back from work. So that was my schedule every day going to school. So with that being said, I don't want the next generation to go through that as well. The future generations to go through that as well. Because, we as human species have to evolve. And, if we stay stagnant, if we start doing the same things we were doing 20 years ago today, and we were doing 10 years ago today, that means that we are not moving forward, we're not going anywhere. So that is part of my calling, so to speak. If it's not, then it's my desire, so I just want to change the future of other kids. Transportation is key. Last week or 2 weeks back, I read a story of a child who was sent home from school because she didn't have a face mask on, and then on her way back from school going home, she got raped. You understand? Just for a simple face mask. She didn't have a face mask, so they sent her home. She got raped on the way. So that story was very touching. And those are certain things that we need to, change moving forward. And I want to be involved in that change. Hence, we want to provide, transportation for such things so that kids don't have to walk 5 kilometers to go get a flipping mask. You understand what I'm saying? And end up suffering that trauma of getting raped and stuff like that. So that's what I want to get involved in the next 5 years. So that's the game plan in the next 5 years. 50 years, we're going to be doing bigger things. Hopefully 50 years, we're going to be building universities and changing the whole curriculum and teaching kids about what's real, like about doing your taxes, about credit, about starting a business, teaching people about financial literacy instead of, doing 1 + 1 and fucking solving X. I'm sorry for my language, and flipping solving X, like we need to be teaching real things that are happening in real life, real time, every day. I feel like the educational system is failing us per se. It's not entirely us who are failing in school and being labeled stupid and so forth, but it's the school system that is not designed to see us succeed. You understand? It is designed to create slaves. It is designed to create employees and not employers. You comprehend? So I want to change that notion, and I believe that's one of the reasons why we are not progressing as a human species, especially as African people. We are not equipped with a lot of opportunities. And with that being said, not having opportunity and having a crappy educational system sets you up for failure. So that's one of the bigger things that I want to embark in. That's one of the projects that I want to, start getting involved with, besides fashion, and stuff like that, and health. I mean, they are all important. I comprehend that, and another initiative that we are doing as Favelo is, we're going to start creating school uniforms for kids in Africa, donating school uniforms and shoes and stuff like that, and giving them stationery like books and stuff like that. So yeah, that is a whole notion moving forward, man. The 50 years is going to be exciting. Started, it's already done. I believe in vision boards and visualizing things, and I can already see the vision. I can see it come to life. So in that sense, it's already done. It's just a matter of getting there. So yeah, man, that's what's up, man. That's the 50 years for me.
Wow.
Damn. That's for those of you watching. I mean, those are gems. Those are jam-packed. That's jam-packed information. Everybody's got to pull their part, and everybody's got to contribute somehow. I mean, it could be in the smallest thing. It doesn't have to be major. It doesn't have to be money. It doesn't have to be, it could be just a word. It could be advice, but you got to contribute somehow. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, Tabs, you doing your part, and you have a 5-year plan. You have a 50-year plan, 60-year plan. But for somebody that doesn't have a plan, somebody that doesn't have, or believes that they don't have resources, or they don't have the startup capital, what is it that they can do? What is the number one resource that they can use, rather, if they're sitting at home, especially now, thinking, man, I've got nothing going for me. I've literally no resources. I have no money. I have no job. But what can I do now in order to ensure that, in the next year, 2 years, when we come out of this crisis, what is it that I can do now without having to spend money, without having to borrow money? But what can I do now with what I have? You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. Like somebody that thinks that they don't have anything.
Yeah.
But we all have something. There has to be something that we can use.
Yeah,
some sort
man.
of resource, be it time, a vision board. You spoke of a vision board.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, Les, we are the product of our own environment, Yeah. So what you surround yourself with matters a lot. What you see every day becomes, imprinted in your mind. What you think of every day becomes you. So what you consume, you become, right? Mm-hmm. So if you are sitting at home and you are frustrated and depressed and looking at the world around you fall apart, you are going to fall apart as well, because your thoughts become who you are. You understand? So if you continue doing that in a long time, not even a long time, in a short space of time, you're going to be consumed by that, because you are having those negative thoughts. You understand? You are fueling yourself up with negative thoughts. And there's a study that says that negative thoughts have a higher percentage rate of coming to life than positive thoughts. In order for positive thoughts or positive things to happen, you have to put in 2 times as amount of work as you would for negative thoughts. You understand? Anything negative that you think about happens instantly. Anything positive you think about takes time, because it's like we're in a quality business and not quantity. You understand? So quality, positivity needs quality, and you need to put a lot of thoughts behind it, that quality thoughts behind it. You understand? In order for it to come to life, you need to water that seed. You understand? You need to look at you need to look at positivity as a seed. That seed needs to get watered all the time in order for it to grow. You cannot go back to that seed and dig up the soil and look at the seed and see how far you're growing and then close it up. It's a process. It doesn't work like that. You need to water it and wait for it to come to life naturally. You understand? So it's the same thing with positive thoughts. And this time, a lot of people are sitting and they are thinking negatively. If you're going to keep putting water on that negative seed, it's going to consume you. But if you like start planting positive seeds and you start watering them, you know, they're going to consume you too. They're going to start growing and you're going to be a positive person. But it all starts with a mindset. You understand? Whether it's a positive or a negative mindset, you decide, right? You know, matrix, blue pill, red pill, whatever. But you need to choose the mindset that you want. You need to choose the environment that you want to be, you know, associated with or around. Like my environment, if you look in my house, in my apartment, my room, is full of pictures of where I want to be, what I want to do, my budget plan, my savings plan, and stuff like that. You know, where I want to be in the next month, where I want to be in the next 5 months. You know, we're in the fourth quarter right now. You know, the year's almost over. What do I want to do? Do I finish the year strong, or do I, you know, mess around and chill? You understand what I'm saying? But it's all about mindset. Yes, I comprehend that, you know, we want to spend money. I don't want to spend money too, you know, like, but I have to do things to make me get money. That's the only way I'm spending money. I need to spend money on things that will give me back money. You know, I'm investing in myself, you understand? So those people who are sitting at home and not knowing what to do or have no goals or ideas, you need to sit, think deep, think within. Like you need to understand yourself, you understand? Understand yourself first before you understand what's going on around you. Because whatever's going on around you is because of what's going on inside of you. So you need to understand who you are, understand where you are, understand where you're going, understand what you want. Once you understand all those things, then you will get an idea or of what you want to do or where you want to go. You understand? I mean, we all came from different places, you know, we all have different backgrounds. You know, my background is different from yours, Les. Your background is different from, you know, from Manino's background. We all have different backgrounds, you understand? But where we going is all up to us. You know, it's all up to us. Where you start doesn't matter. It's how you finish the race, you know. Other people run 100 meters, other people run, you know, 200 meters. You know, other people run sprint, other people run a marathon. You know, you decide which journey you want to embark on. That's it. But it all boils down to your mindset. Mindset is very important. Wars are won in the mind. You know, before you get to the battlefield, they are all won in the mind. So it's the mindset. Once you correct your mindset and you get your mindset right, then you're gonna be fine. Sometimes you have to reset. You have to remind yourself to reset your mindset in order to get where you want to be. You understand? Sometimes you have to press that button. You know, forget everything they told you and start doing what you believe is right or believe what it can change you. Us as human beings, we have a very messed up idea of or habit, should I say. We have a habit of depending on other people to control our destiny, which is a big problem because you are an individual, right? You yourself are an infinite, you know, like consciousness. You know, you're an infinite expression of consciousness. So you are your own individual person. Why do you depend on someone else to control your destiny? That is the bigger problem we have. You know, we've been programmed for so long to believe what other people tell us is right for us. You understand? And I'm not going to sit here and tell you what works for me and that it might work for you. We don't know. We are all designed differently. But I can tell you one thing that we have in common is that we are all energies. And the energies that you surround yourself with could either destroy you or build you. That's it. So environment is very, very important. Very important. If your environment is bad, create a new one. As I said, I create my room is full of pictures. And funny enough, I got this from Les. In 2015 or 2016, Les had a red Ferrari that was on his wall. We were roommates. He had a red Ferrari on his wall. He had Bruce Lee on his wall. I think he had a house as well on his wall. So
Yeah.
I was a kid at the time. I was a kid. I mean, Les is older than me, but not too old. But you know, his mindset was already way older than mine. You know, he was way elevated than me, and I was like, yo, what's this? What's going on with, you know, what's this Ferrari and all these things? What's happening? And he's like, yeah, this is my vision board. This is what I wanna, you know, have in the future and stuff like that. So Les already created his environment. He had a goal set, and he had an environment whereby, okay, I'm going to work. I'm gonna go slave for a bit, save my pennies, come back, invest them into something that is gonna get me this Ferrari. You understand? So at that age already, at 24 or 23, he already had the mindset like, okay, I'm gonna go slave, get my pennies, invest them into a company that's gonna make me get this Ferrari. You understand? So that's the environment you want to build for yourself. Instead of complaining about going to work and how work sucks, he embraced it and enjoyed it because he had an end goal. He knew what was the end goal. You understand? Mindset, environment, you know? So yeah, man, like that's all I can stress. Mindset, environment. You consume something, it's going to be you. Whether it's positive, whether it's negative. You have to just choose wisely. You understand? When you, in life, you are dealing with the problems of the world. You are dealing with your own ego. You are dealing, you know, with yourself, that like the lack of understanding who you are. You understand? You are dealing with a lot of problems, and unprogramming yourself is the hardest problem of them all. You know, that's the biggest problem of them all. Because in order to progress, you need to unprogram all this nonsense that you have fed for the last 20 years. You know, and reprogram yourself, rewire new neurons. You know, in your brain, because that's the only way you can survive. That's the only way you can move forward. You know, rewiring new neurons. You know, not depending on your old self, because your old self failed you. You are where you are because of your decisions, right? Like I always say that every decision I've made, good or bad, is the result of where I am. Like where I am is based on those decisions, good or bad. But now it's my responsibility to either whine about it or do something about it, right? So like that's how life works. You need a balance. It's yin and yang, you know, yin yang. It's the same thing. You need balance in life. It's good or bad. You know, there's positive, negativity. You know, that you just have to find which way you're gonna fall in. That's it. And I hope I answered your question. I hope I was not harsh about it. But it's just the honest truth. Mindset needs to be changed in order for you to elevate. That's it. I learned that the hard way too. You know, I had to change my mindset too. I had to sit down and say, okay, this is enough. You understand? I need to change. I need to do something better. I need to better myself, because my destiny depends on me. It doesn't depend on anyone. You understand? Like Trump can say something today that's messed up, you know, and everyone shivers and they cry, and then, you know, they hiding under their beds. But that's up to you to do. You understand? It's all up to you. You decide how to control your fate. You know, remember that I have it on the wall here. I am an infinite expression of consciousness. You know, I'm energy, you know, and I know my body. I know my body is just a vehicle of experience through this life. You understand? I don't know what the next life holds for me, but I know I need to leave an imprint in this world right now. I know I have a purpose in this world. And the most dangerous person, the most dangerous man in the world is a man with purpose. That's it. Once you find your purpose, you are lethal. You are lethal. No one can touch you. No one can do nothing to you. Like even if the forces of the world try to hold you down, no one can pin you down. You know, because you are energy, and you're like energy attracts energy. Good energy attracts good energy. Bad energy attracts bad energy. So you need to know that too. Some people say, man, I need to cut off people in my life. You know, they got bad vibes, but you the bad vibe. But you don't know that because you don't understand yourself. And I'm not saying understand. You don't understand yourself. You understand? You put yourself in circles that you shouldn't be in, and then you blame those circles for the energy that they give out. But you probably the problem because you don't even know who you are. You know, so it's just, and you can, man, I'm sorry, man, Les. I'm going too far with this, you know.
Don't,
And-
trust me, you keep
and-
going, bro. This
Yeah, don't be sorry.
I hope I'm
these are
not
gems,
missing
man.
the point, man, King. I hope
No, no,
I'm
no.
not.
No, you 100%. I think somebody, there's people that are watching this that need to hear this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Part of the reason why we have you on here is because I think we were discussing this like a week ago, is because, they hear me and Joe, weekly. They see our videos, but they can only see it from our perspective. These are just two pairs of eyes and two minds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The more perspective we have on the different perspectives that we have, you know what I mean, on the show, the different ideas and the different opinions will resonate with different people. We could only reach so many people with just two minds. The minute we start, the minute we start adding more ideas, the minute we start, combining brains, the minute, somebody else that's like, watching the We podcast or listening to the We podcast, you know what I mean? They're like, look, they're talking about something that's really not relevant to me, or they're talking about something that doesn't resonate with me, until we get somebody like Tabs Johnson on the show to say what he just said right now. And it takes that for them to be like, damn, those guys are talking, they speaking, man. They saying something that I needed to hear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you're not rambling. You're not going off on. You know what I mean? You're hitting the points, and that's why we're not saying anything. That's not because you never know. Like we might need to hear that. We need to hear that. You know what I'm saying? We've had many conversations. You know what I'm saying? But they're always like quick, and they're always like in passing. You know what I'm saying? They've never been like in depth about. I've never heard you express this. This in such detail. You know what I'm saying? It's always been like, right here and there. And the only time I can remember was when we were roommates. We were sharing a room in Florida a few years ago. But now this is more, in depth, and it's more detailed. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, somebody could be watching this and be like, I really needed to hear Tabs Johnson. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, though, to our listeners and our viewers, you see us, you see our faces, you know what I'm saying? But here's a third brain, here's a third perspective, because we can only inspire people the way we inspire people. But the minute we bring other people, you know what I'm saying, we could reach more people. If that makes sense. So with that being said, I mean, like I said, you see us all the time, but I believe Tabs has just as much knowledge, if not more, in different areas, in his respective businesses and his projects and whatever. So I urge you guys to follow Tabs and pick his brain as well. I mean, he just gave you guys like a wealth of knowledge, and I believe that's just a fraction of what he possesses in his brain, and I believe he's only getting better. So this is somebody that you can learn from. This is somebody that you can take notes about. You know what I'm saying? I mean, dude, he's 1/3 of Favelo, and Favelo's doing things that I don't see any other local South African brand doing. They got the likes of Nasty C, they got the likes of Boiti. I mean, I don't see anybody else doing that. So you could learn something from somebody like this. So I urge you to follow him on his social media platforms. But I'll let you, Tabs, let the people know where they can reach you and how they can get in contact with you and the projects that you're involved with. So maybe drop your Instagram handles. I say handles because he's got quite a few. How they can reach you personally, and if they seeking inspiration from you or from the projects that you're involved with, then they can reach out. So how can the people reach out to you?
Yeah, man. So you can hit me up at Tabs Johnson, at that Tabs Johnson on Instagram. That's it, just Tabs Johnson. You can find me on Instagram. I'm not really big on Instagram, but if you wanna reach Favelo, you can go on at Favelo Worldwide on Instagram as well. And then we have In Natural Roots at Instagram as well. Natural Roots is the sea moss that we're moving. Sea moss is, I don't know if I told you guys, but sea moss has 92 of the minerals that the body needs. You know, the body needs 102, and sea moss has 92 of them. So, I mean, if you want to get involved in that, just hit me up on Instagram as well, In Natural Roots. So yeah, man, it's those are the three that are very, like, you know, that are working right now. I have one that we are working on called Evolve OT on Instagram as well. But Evolve OT is all about motivation as well. Same thing that you brothers are doing right now, you know, but it's more about germ and, you know, everything else, the mind as well. So yeah, man, if you also want to hit me up as well on Instagram, so I can tell you more about another business that I'm involved with called BYP, you know, Believe Your Power. It's a community that we have where, you know, we invest, you know, it's a whole group of investors, you know, with the same energies, you know, coming together and sharing more knowledge and, you know, spreading light on other agendas. There's a lot of things that we discuss, you know, especially the growth of the mind. So if you guys are interested in that, man, yeah, you can slide at Believe Your Power on Instagram as well. We share a lot of good content there. So yeah, man, those are the platforms that you can hit us on, and I hope to hear from you guys soon, you know. So yeah, you got something for us?
And all of which will be in the caption section below this video. So
Perfect.
yeah, if in case you guys didn't catch that, don't worry, we got you. We'll put those captions we'll put those tags, those handles in the caption section below. So Tabs, before we close it out, before Joe closes it out, man, I mean, you've said so much already, and I believe, like I said, that was only like a fraction of what you possess in your mind, and you're only getting better, and you're only learning day by day. I mean, but before Joe closes it out, like, what can you leave the people? Is there an inspirational quote that you have that people, that, you know what I mean, that
Yeah.
you know, one last gem and one last bomb that you could leave the people with before we close it out?
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm not many quotes, but one thing is that don't live your life, you know, unconscious. And this might go over a lot of people's heads, but, you know, we go through life unconscious. Like, we go from when we were born to where we are right now. And when you start digging deep within yourself, you find that you made it through unconscious. So try and live life in the now, in the present moment. You know, as much as we have goals for the future, you know, keep your goals open, you know, plan for the future, but don't forget to live for the moment. Live now, because now is the only time that's guaranteed. Yesterday is gone. Tomorrow is not promised, you know. So live now. Like, whatever you do, always live in the present moment. You know, smell the flowers, man. Breathe the fresh air, you know. You know, just live in the now. Listen to the birds. Listen to your dog bark, you know. Like, just be present. Be present. Don't be unconscious through life, man. You know, everything else is not real. The future is not real. The past is not real. But the present moment is real. So embrace it, you know, enjoy it, you know, learn from it, you know, but live in the present moment. Because going back to the past, you're not going to get anything in the past, man. You know, it's gone. You cannot rewind time. The only thing you have is memories. That's all you have from the past. The future, you have nothing but just hope. You understand? But what do you have now? You have everything right now. In this very moment, in this very minute, you have everything right now. Just enjoy it. there's more value in love, happiness, you know, peace. Like, you know, like there's so much value in that than, you know, stressing yourself about the next bill. You know, it's only coming next week, bro. Like that bill is only due on the 20th, bro. Like, why are you killing yourself about that?
Yeah.
You know, you can probably raise the money to pay that bill right now, only if you were focused in the now. You know, like quit thinking about, I should have done that. I should have done that. You didn't. It's gone. Okay. What can you do from that? Learn from it. Take a notebook. You know, I have a journal. I journal. Take your journal, write it down. Now you know, when you open this journal, you know, okay, cool, I did this wrong. Okay, I cannot repeat that flaw. You understand? Because insanity is repeating the same flaws again and doing the same things again, hoping for a different outcome. You understand? Knowing exactly that it's not working. There's always other angles to tackle things, you know. But don't live in the past. Don't live in the future. Live right now. I'm telling you, a lot of people, even Albert Einstein, he probably had plans for the next day before he passed away. You understand? He probably had plans. He was probably going to go to meet the Queen of England or something. Yeah, he had plans, but they didn't happen. You need to come to terms with the fact that not everything that you plan for will happen. You know, but do the necessary things that you have to do in the present moment. That's it, man. Don't live your life unconscious, because it's unconscious for you to be thinking about the past and thinking about the future. That's unconsciousness. Because right now you're just traveling through life blindly. Like right now, you don't know what's happening right now. You don't know what's happening right now because you're not living it right now. Have you sat down and listened to your heartbeat? When last did you hear your heartbeat? That's happening real time. It's happening right now. It's happening right now, but I bet a lot of people haven't sat down and even listened to their heartbeat. They probably don't even think they have that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you are not in the now. You know, you need to sit down, meditate sometimes. Meditate. That is going to channel your energy to the now. Because during meditation, everything else is blocked off. And the only thing you have is you. And you are here right now at this present moment. You know? So, like, live in the now, man. Embrace the now. You know, there's a book I'm reading. It's called Practicing the Power of Now. You know, by Eckhart Tolle. If you want a copy, you can go get it, download it. It's a very good read. You know, it just made me more aware of my present situations. You know, it's a very good read, man. Like, I suggest you go get yourself a copy, and you know, then we can talk afterwards. But you will realize the power of the now. Like the present moment is key. You know, like don't let that go over your head. Don't be unconscious in this life, because you know, if you're gonna regret it, man. You're gonna regret it, because the future is not promised. The past is an illusion. You know. So yeah, man. That's what I'll leave you guys with, man.
Yeah. No. Wow, man. Wow, bro. Thank you for that. That was true inspiration right there, guys. Wow. I was busy writing down notes. I got that book. I'm gonna go read that book, man. To be honest, like Lasego said earlier, like we've never really like had conversation like this before, you know, like just in the passing, because we were always busy where we worked at, you know. But wow, man, it blew it away, man. You dropped those gems. I hope people are taking notes. I warn people, man, before listening to this, you guys definitely get your pen, get your papers, write down notes.
Man.
And I love the whole fact how you spoke about the whole energy. You know, I just loved everything about it. Now, wow, I'm shocked. But I just wanted to say thank you, Tabs, for your time. Thank you for everybody that's tuning in. Like Lasego said, we're gonna put all of his Instagram handles, his websites, everything. We're gonna attach that to the to this video. And just thank you for your time, guys. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, send us messages. If you want to reach out to Tabs, hit him up. If you want to reach out to us, hit us up, to Lesego, to myself, whoever, just hit us up, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Guys, we just appreciate you. We appreciate your time. We're here for you, and we're here to inspire, guys. Peace out.
Bless up. Shout out Favelo. Shout out Tabs Johnson, BYP, Natural Roots.
Yes.
Peace.